I rise to oppose Senate Bill 299, echo the comments of my good colleague from Delaware County. I ask you all to even set aside for a minute that you only have to get 100 signatures every 6 years. Set that aside. Set aside that when we get our signatures, it's mostly the same people we get to sign. We go back to the same pool of people. Set that aside for a minute, so it shouldn't be too hard for them to get 100 of the same people that they got 6 years before. Set aside that you rarely get your own signatures. I mean, the first year I was elected was Snowmageddon, and my wife Young and I actually went out and got our own signatures. We got 600 some signatures ourselves, trampling through the snow, knocking on doors, people saying, "Wow, you guys are crazy. What are you doing out here?" And the roads aren't plowed, sidewalks aren't cleared. Well, we got 600 some ourselves, but since then we have 50 to 100 people going out and carrying petitions and helping us get signatures. Geez, if you got 50 people and they each got 2 signatures, you'd be in. Come on, it's pathetic to think that you can't get 100 signatures every 6 years. But set that aside for a minute. Because the most important reason why you should vote no on this bill is that it is unconstitutional. Article 1, Section 5 requires free and fair elections. Remember, everybody in this room swore an oath to defend that Constitution. I hope you take that seriously. Defend that Constitution. And that takes precedence over friendships, because I've heard many people say, "Oh, yeah, I got friends or district justices." All the district justices that I have, I consider friends. This is not against district justices. This is about the Constitution, and that takes precedence over friendships and deals or things that you cut with those people. The Constitution trumps all of that, I hope, in your mind and in your heart and in your soul. Clearly, this is not providing free and fair elections. This is amplifying what we already call the incumbent advantage. You know, there's a clear advantage to being an incumbent. As a political scientist, we know that. As an elected official, you know that. There is an advantage to being an incumbent. This amplifies that advantage by tilting the scales in favor of the incumbent. It's subverting the election process. If you're thinking as a fair-minded person who reads our Constitution, you have to realize this is subverting the election process in favor of incumbents. So I ask my colleagues to think, open up that Constitution, think about that oath you swore, put aside personal friendships, stand on principle today. It's important that you do, and vote no on Senate Bill 299.